Chief Justice Anthony Dudley said that developing commercial litigation activity in Gibraltar could bring wealth and employment, however adding that justice is firstly about the rule of law and protecting rights. The Chief Justice and the Attorney General touched on perceived public dissatisfaction at some sentencing decisions taken by the court. Mr. Justice Dudley said that no two cases were the same. Attorney General Michael Jamas QC said on historical sexual abuse cases, sentencing of such crimes are in line with the tariffs in the old Criminal Offences Act, where sentencing powers are not as steep as those in the current Crimes Act. On Brexit, the Attorney General was hopeful for an improved EU mandate.
It has failed to refer to the role that the EU's border agency, Frontex, will play in conducting border checks and immigration checks for Schengen purposes at the port and the airport. The three governments have come out decrying that omission. And we're confident that will be rectified when the final draft of the mandate is published, which we expect is going to be very soon now.
Chairperson of the Law Council, Kenneth Navas, as well as the Chief Justice, touched on the rising cost of litigation and the impact this has on the average citizen. Mr. Navas said the Mental Health Review Tribunal had been busy and that changes were to be made to the Employment Tribunal panel.
Whereas before you had traditional unfair dismissal claims, constructive dismissal claims, now you have those, but you also have claims under the Bullying Act, you have claims for damages. Plans to enlarge the panel of chairmen, these are voluntary chairmen, all legally trained, so qualified lawyers, who serve on this panel, and basically there are plans to enlarge that panel. I understand that adverts are going out soon, so that should help to break what has become a bit of a backlog of matters where tribunal chairmen are not available.
And this year did somewhat stray from tradition, with Louis Triay QC giving the final speech.
The Chief Justice rang me and said he wanted to break with tradition and wanted me to close the ceremony. When I finished, I handed the word back to him. So I suppose he really closed the ceremony.
Mr. Triay recently became a Guinness World Record holder for the longest practicing lawyer. With 71 years since being called to the bar, his status was described as legendary.